Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, God Kodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to hopeful elect out there. Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm going to preach Shimon. I'm going to entitle this lesson, Let's See. And the title pretty much sums it up. Let's see what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow we're looking to have a New York State shutdown. All right, the first. Man, these are exciting fucking times that we're in, bro. You know, we're in the times right now. Like, yo, you can't even gainsay against these prophecies. They're happening. Martial law exercises are being done. They're talking about universal vaccines in the form of the RFID microchip. You already seen camp stations set up. The Most High is definitely working, man. And to the ones that have endured and held the patience and kept teaching and kept believing in these prophecies, we're starting to see, look, man, this thing is paying off because Isaiah 33:6 is in full effect, man. We're not unstable. We're not losing our shit. We're not going out buying mad-ish rolls of fucking toilet paper and none of that because we have faith that the Most High got us. We actually welcoming this stuff. While other people are in fear and we're actually welcoming it. We're like, yo, look, bring it on, more of it. It's great. This post-camp lesson is starting a bit earlier. Camp was in and out today, boom, teach a word. We don't know what this devil's going to do. They got curfews issued. They have this thing about social gathering, so they, you don't want to fucking be out there in the highways and byways and teaching and get a ticket for teaching because, the camp is a social gathering, right? So Esau's saying none of that, no bars, no clubs. So it shows, man. It shows that, look, when this martial law thing, they're looking like, damn, we could really set this thing up. We could really do this thing. These people will really listen to us. They don't have to revolt. And guess what? The American people are extremely docile. So people are moving to the beat. And look, man, if they tell you to stay inside, stay your ass inside. Just, Romans the 13th chapter. Obey them higher powers, man, and just, wait patiently in the cut for this thing to turn the fuck up, man. 2020, wow, damn. Just in 3 months, we've seen so many things already, man. We've seen persecution against the Hebrew Israelites. We've seen the assassinations of different political leaders in the form of Qasem Soleimani. We're seeing mock military martial law drills. What the brothers call it? Not pandemic, but pan-epidemic, something like that. We see how they use and manipulate it. They use the media to manipulate a coronavirus into where people are walking around with respiratory masks. I'm seeing it now, like, wow, everybody got these respiratory masks on and shit and losing their shit over a fucking flu virus. But look, if this is just 3 months, you can only imagine what's in the road ahead, man. And then Trump is speaking about that huge stimulus that they want to do, all right, which I already told brothers, man, them stocks are going to skyrocket, you know what I'm saying? But what that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to a super hyperinflated currency. And it's just not the United States that's doing this, but all other countries plan to do the same thing because they're in an enormous amount of debt and they're going to hurt their currency even more. So everything is coming together. The future collapse of this US dollar, emptiness in the street, the grinding cease. All these prophecies are, man, it's like the labor pains that we read about in the book of Ezra, man. Like a woman in travail and she's going through labor and all these different pains are coming one after the next, after the next, after the next. So too with these prophecies for this year. It's just been one thing kicking after the next. You can't keep up. All right, the coming oil crisis. Gas prices and oil is gonna be, man, that shit, man. Look, things are gonna kick, man. Things are gonna pop. And to the ones and what's coming up next too is us not being out there teaching. Because guess what? There's gonna be a famine of the word, man. Soon they're gonna make teaching this thing illegal. And you've seen that on a small scale in the fact that they're banning everything left and right on YouTube, right? But ultimately they're gonna shut the shit down. All right, they're gonna say, look, no more religious teachings out there. It's gonna be insane. Things are gonna escalate. Things are escalating, and things are gonna go to even greater escalation points as we progress throughout this year, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is on his way, man. Boys, look, man. And now, look, I personally had people coming up asking me questions, and different brothers are gonna have people coming up asking them questions, because that Hosea, the 5th chapter, the 15th verse, in the affliction they shall seek me early. Okay. But guess what? There was a time when we were warning you people, all right? But you rejected the words of the Most High. That's in the book of Hosea 4 and 6. So, and this one brother was mentioning that camp, man. Look, there's this one dude that, was familiar with brothers in the camp for a number of years. You know where brothers live. That nigga gonna be coming back asking for answers. And that's when that brother said, look, I'm gonna hit you with a fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you turn your back on the Lord, you can't trust a nigga that turn their back on the Lord, because if they turn their back on Yahweh Shah, they'll easily turn their back on you. So all you people out there that went back in the world, forsook this thing, and trying to get back in the circle now, man, you're going to be the 5 virgins that were foolish. I also want to speak on the situation with General Yohana. Man, it's so spiritual, because General Yohana, this coronavirus is fucking up his money. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's telling people, relax, calm down, come back, make sure you come to the Passover so we could get that bag. It's fucking with his money. And it's so spiritual that we already had our Passover, man. And there was one time in history where we used to have our Passover at a large gathering, but we done grown in the spirit that we just keep our own Passover. So this situation was not affected to us, man. So it shows you that it shows you how the Lord is moving, man. Instead of doing videos and letting your congregation grow and how to keep their own Passover, you about a bag, nigga. All right, charging $1,000 tickets to keep a Passover, man, in a festive state. Well, the Most High said, look, that ain't gonna go down this year, man. All right, the Most High said that ain't gonna go down this year, bro. Instead of mirth, the Most High is bringing mourning, heightened tensions of things, man. And these are the times that we're in, hostility. We already seeing a low form of racial. Which they've been hating niggas and Latinos and Native Americans, but now we see Esau pushing that shit on the Moabites. They the new niggas of 2020, man. Everybody's looking down at them, how nasty and disgusting they are. Now, they've been nasty and disgusting for ages, right? But now it's just being pushed in that media. You control that media, you can control how people think. Just like how they used to demonize niggas and niggas are the worst thing, in the movies and all that. Now you see that shit. Now these so-called gooks, these gooks are getting an idea of it, man. They feeling it, man. So there's different racial prejudice, racial tensions already being built. Things are popping the hell off. Things are escalating, man. And we're gonna keep saying that until the Most High says, look, that's it. And what's crazy is the scoffers already done lost steam. There's a lot of scoffers that have been around that done lost steam, but they can't resurge themselves because there's nothing to gainsay against, man. There's nothing that we're saying now that you can't see with your own fucking eyes, man. So that's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Look, at the end of the day, no matter what the so-called white man is doing strategically, behind closed doors, how he's manipulating markets and manipulating viruses and whatever the fuck he's doing, at the end of the day, the Most High is in control, man. All right, and these prophecies, as it says, shall speak and not lie. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahushua, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which you well. Salutations to hopefully elect out there, you Akim Tazadakim, who do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Let's see, man. Tomorrow's that shutdown. Let's see where they go with this thing, man. Global shutdown. Let's see the next step. Shalom.